Good evening, ghouls and ghosts of YouTube. Welcome to yet another spooky installment of Late Night Scaries. I'm your host, Katie Overby, or the Great Witch Katie, if you will. And before I introduce tonight's fabulous lineup, I just want to shout out to Late Night Scaries Festival for hosting this amazing event, and also to Pop-Up Improv for also hosting this amazing event. So we have a spooktacular and educational, maybe, lineup for you tonight. May I introduce you to Professor Spooky's Fright Lab.
Welcome all of you to my Fright Lab. As you know, I am Professor Spooky, and 11 months out of the year I toil away, thinking up and discovering the creepiest, spookiest, scariest things that tingle the human mind. And we also advance the science of laughter and spook. And this month, I throw my laboratory doors open and I let the world see all that we've been cooking up in here. And I can't do it alone, so let me introduce my unpaid lab assistants. I mean, students. I keep them perpetually scared by not telling them whether or not they'll get into grad school. Come on out, guys. Thank you. These are my hilarious, spooky assistants. They will be performing some improv comedy to lighten the mood, because as we all know, the spooks that I am working with in this underground lab, they are not fit for human consumption, and too concentrated a dose would just be too much for any normal mortal. So to temper the scariness, we will do some comedy later on. But first up, I will bring in our first scientist of the night to frighten and educate you. Eileen, put it together.
Hi, my name's Eileen, and I have a master's degree in science. So I would like to introduce you to an idea that I think that you're all going to find scary and fascinating. And that idea is the idea of vampire mice. That's right, vampire mice. You might be saying to yourself, what do I need to know about vampire mice? Well, you're about to find out. First of all, cute concept. Was the reality a little bit more frightening? You might be saying to yourself, aren't mice just really just like bats? Isn't there something called a vampire bat? Turns out mice and bats are not really all that closely related, although they are both mammals. In 2015, on the Midway Island in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, a disturbing phenomenon occurred and was observed by the natural wildlife experts there, seeing that hundreds of Laysan albatross were found dead. Yes, dead, their necks torn apart by mice. Get garish, bloody wounds. It seemed that these mice would crawl up the necks of the albatross at night while they were sitting on their nests, and they would eat the blood, skin, and muscle of the albatross. The loyal albatross, so committed to taking care of its young and eggs, would not leave the nest, although they would shake their heads violently trying to get the mice to fall off. So what's an albatross to do in a situation like this? Well, it turns out they had a little help from the humans. The humans devised a plan to take a helicopter and drop toxic bait pellets all over the island, trying to eradicate the mice. This had worked on other islands in the past, but not against vampire mice, only against mice and rats that had eaten the eggs of many seabirds, causing them to go extinct. So what happened next? Well, the efforts went on for years, but you guessed it, in 2020, they had to drop the eradication efforts due to COVID-19. No joke. But why? Why did these mice, who had lived on the island since 1948, all of a sudden in 2014, turn vampire? Well, the truth is nobody knows. But in a totally unrelated study in 2014, we found out that vampire mice may hold the key to eternal youth. Yeah, that's right. We found out that when we took the blood from young, healthy mice and injected it into the bodies of old, aging mice, the elderly mice had increased energy, memory, and strength. This is a true story conducted by scientists at Harvard and the University of California in San Francisco. Well, this may be the secret to treating age-related diseases such as Alzheimer's and other things like dementia. But scientists do warn that stimulated cell growth can cause cancer. So, GDF11, keep your eye open for it. It's a protein and it also exists in human blood. And yes, it declines with age. So, it's been my pleasure to bring this presentation to you, and I hope that you learned something.
Thank you, Eileen. No, come back. I'd like to ask you a few questions. Wow. I don't know about our audience, but I am never going to sleep again after hearing that presentation. What got you interested in mice and albatross?
Well, I mean, I've always been an animal lover, you know, and the albatross in particular is a spectacular bird with the longest wingspan of any bird.
Oh, yes.
10 feet. You know, I mean, what's not to like?
That's true. Now, I won't say my age or anything, but I'm no spring chicken myself. How many mice do I have to eat in order to become young again?
Well, that hasn't really quite been determined by science, but I will tell you this, that mice are edible.
Okay.
And in plentiful supply. So I say start now, Brandon. It's never too soon.
Maybe like 3 or 4 a night. Is that a good thing to start out with or something? All right, I'll do that. I noticed, you know, when it hit me that you know the efforts to save the albatross are on hold this year. Do you think the mice started COVID?
I think it's something that we should look into.
All right, I'm gonna keep my eyes out.
Yeah.
You know, we don't know. Could be the mice.
I mean, you know, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll keep wearing our masks, but also watch those mice.
And neck
I don't
protection.
trust them. Yes. Oh, good Lord. Oh, all right. So now we're sufficiently frightened, or at least I am. Let's bring out our lab assistants to lighten the mood with some comedy.
Hey, everybody.
Hey.
Hey.
I'm sorry. I'm just having a real rough day. I just learned about this whole problem, with like vampire mice and albatross and it's just like this year just like keeps getting worse and worse and worse and worse. And every day we learn more horrific information.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I thought 2020 could not get any worse, but now we have vampire mice. Like, I thought it was bad enough that I'm thinking that Dracula is somewhere like coming towards us, but he has mice on his side now.
No, yeah. And there's billions of them. There's fucking billions of them, man.
Guys, I've been meaning to admit something to you guys. I know we've been friends for years, but I think I have one of those mice now as a pet.
What?
Yeah, I think I got lonely the other day, and I just went to the pet store, and they had all these mice, and they looked so cute and adorable, and I just took it home, and like 2 days ago, you guys don't tell anybody, guys, but 2 days ago, my neighbor is dead on my front porch, just dead.
Hold on.
Okay. Are you sure it was the mouse? It could have been.
He had two little baby fangs in his neck, and that was it. There's no explanation.
Did it have the bite or all across its neck, or where was it?
There's a bunch of little tiny bites. Look at little Pierre, man. He really had a snack.
Oh, you named him Pierre?
You named him. Oh my gosh. Where did he run off to? Where do you think he went?
He didn't go anywhere. He's showing up in my room right now. His belly's huge. He looks like he's so full, and he's comfy. He's got a little hat on right now. He's just chilling.
Let's do Pierre in the bedroom.
Hey, Pierre, how's it going, little buddy? How you doing?
Maybe it's been very, very good. Been very good, for me today. To say.
Yeah, this is the first time for everything, man. I know I saw my neighbor dead on my front porch, and now I'm having full-on conversations with my mouse.
It is what it is. I have to find my meals as they come. I am a mouse after all. You feed me nothing but peanut butter and traps.
Cut back to the friends. Dude, did you call the fucking police? What did you do with the body? Like, what? You have to turn in Pierre, man.
I don't know if I can, because I told you guys I was really alone, and like he's a great conversationalist.
No, he seems like a dick. You need to like get rid of him.
Dude,
you can't keep him.
Yeah,
He's my only friend, guys. What am I supposed to do? Come on,
we're
guys.
your friends. What are you talking about? We've been your friends for years. You just said so, dude. It's a mouse. What kind of fucking vampire control does he have over you? Oh my God, he's mind controlling you, isn't he?
I'm not
Here.
here. Lately I feel like something's come over me, and I feel like I'm not in control anymore, man.
You have never been in control. You're not in control now. It's not possible. You're American.
I'm American, so therefore it's not possible? What is this? Do you need something to eat? Because I'm getting hungry. Do you need something to eat?
You should probably go and get yourself, I don't know, 2 or 3 large human beings, I would say, at least over 200 pounds each. Bring them to the home. We shall feast.
Cut to that.
Hey, it's me, the hot chipmunk from next door.
I gotta ask you one question. Are you a little over 200 pounds? I brought a scale just in case. Can you stand on this real quick?
Sure.
Says you're 205, sweetheart. I've got just the perfect night for you.
Ooh.
Scene. Look, I really need your help. I'm so glad that you came. We've got to catch as many pigeons as possible. Please.
Why?
Oh, sorry, I jumped ahead of it. I read this article about how vampire mice could potentially help you live longer. And so, like, mice are kind of like rats, and like pigeons are like the rats of the sky. So that's where I went with that.
Hey,
And there's plenty of pigeons, so it's got to work.
I'll help you, Sarah, but you did tell me this was a Sensi meeting. So, I was going to lecture you about MLMs, but now I'm just like completely thrown for a loop. I don't know if I'm comfortable with this. You're really just putting a lot on me now. Like,
well, I mean, that's fine. I'll catch them. You could just like put out the breadcrumbs. God, I didn't think it would. I'll share the serum with you. You can have half them to eat.
Okay. Again, I'm really like, I guess what I'm saying is like, I'm like legit concerned about like, it's 2020, baby, shit's getting to people. I get it. I spent $3,000 on clogs the other day. Like I get it, but,
Wait a minute.
Yeah. So
No,
Cut to Millie at the office. Listen, Millie, you need to catch one pigeon, and you're gonna have to get people to catch at least 3 more.
okay.
Yeah, and then those people can catch even more pigeons, and then
But
they
is it
can
like
give those
3
pigeons.
per each? I just want to make sure I'm doing the math.
Yeah, so eventually more pigeons will get to you, and then pigeons will get to me, and then pigeons will go to my boss, district attorney or whatever.
Yeah.
check out Carly. I fucking told you. I was gonna talk to you about MLMs. This is a fucking MLM, isn't it? God damn it.
No, not really. I mean, yeah.
Why do I have 64 pigeons?
You have how many?
I have 64. You said go out and catch as many as you can, and we'll solve the question of like eternal life.
Yeah, we'll definitely get to that. Right after I beat my district manager. You are the best friend ever.
No, I am anti-MLM. I'm not for this. I am not going to go and recruit 3 innocent people and make them catch 1,000 fucking pigeons. That's fucked up.
Tag
I
out
don't know.
Kristen.
It's pretty easy.
All right. I mean, I get that, you recruited me to catch pigeons, and I'm going to recruit 3 more people to catch pigeons.
Yep.
But like, who's actually buying and selling the pigeons? I don't really see how the money is coming into this.
That's for you to worry about later. Right now, we've just got to get the stock.
I don't know. I feel like I'm going to get stuck with a lot of pigeons because I have to buy the pigeons from you, even though I'm selling pigeons. But
Well, just the
really, I'm just
starter-
signing up other people to catch pigeons. It seems shady.
No, it's just the starter pack. You can't catch pigeons without having your own pigeons because, believe it or not, pigeons are pretty smart birds and they get suspicious if they see you alone. So that's how it works.
What's with this statue starter kit? Like, it seems like a lot of money to be investing in a business that I don't know if it's going to work out.
Well, there's been a lot of statues in the news, so it took a while to create a statue that would cause exactly 0 amount of controversy. And again, pigeons are not going to trust you if they don't see other pigeons and a statue.
I'd like to buy some pigeons. I need some pigeons in order to catch more pigeons.
There
Brandon,
you go.
here
Sounds
you
like you got a
go.
deal.
You could do this.
All right. You see, the thing is, the real money, I can sell you some pigeons, but the real money is going into business for yourself selling more pigeons.
Okay.
Right?
Well, I mean, once I buy some pigeons, I'll be able to catch more pigeons, and then I can sell pigeons.
right,
This is where I get the pigeons. Is that correct? This is where,
Yeah,
this is where I
yeah.
get the pigeons?
There we go. See, I'll sell you some pigeons, Eileen, and then you sell her the pigeons, but try and sign her up to be a pigeon salesman.
Okay, when I buy some pigeons from him, then I'm going to be able to catch some more pigeons. And then I will sell you some of my pigeons that you in turn can catch some pigeons and then sell pigeons.
So, can I sell my pigeons to one of you guys? Because, like, I'm
I'll
kinda
be
lazy.
honest, guys. The word pigeon has lost all its meaning to me right now.
Scene.
I would like to call this meeting of the 23rd Street Rats of Baltimore. We've got some major issues, okay? Okay? There's fucking vampire mice. People aren't even scared of us anymore.
Oh, vampire mice. Too.
Ugh, it's disgusting.
They think they got something on us. We've got secrets up our sleeves.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I like to hear that. What's some ideas to get rid of them? Because I need these streets back for us.
We should cut 'em.
We get in their cars and we chew up all of their what do you call it? It's the wires and stuff in their cars. You know what I'm saying? And then they get all pissed off and everything. And then we're pretty badass.
Hey, I like that.
You all are thinking way too small. We must think bigger, like my ancestors in the French Revolution. Yes?
What did they do?
I got an idea. Hear me out on this, okay? All right. So let's think the vampire mice. They're invincible. Figured we walk around, we get us some blood mice. We hang them up to it, they inject us, they inject the bloods in us, we get younger, we're good. I was watching the tube the other day, these people talking about blood boys, we get blood mice. Got it. We beat the invisibility.
Okay. All right.
This one is thinking.
Yeah, that was a lot. That was a lot because we've lost a lot of rats to them. We just buried, Uncle Joey and cousin Leo. And oh shit, one just came through my yard. Oh.
What? They are in your house?
Oh
Why
no!
are you acting scared? Why are you acting scared right now?
In the yard.
I mean, kick its ass.
There he is! There he is!
All right. I mean,
Bloodsuckers.
Run!
I don't know.
I'm a blood
I
mouse!
don't know if I can get it.
Wait.
Missing him like a
Let's
ghost.
Let's hear this. Oh, she went away. I think maybe the key here is we make a treaty with these disgusting blood mice. Yes.
No.
We gotta make a deal with these blood mice. That's what we gotta do.
That's the only solution. Too.
We haven't made a deal since the alley cats.
Oh, that turned out bad though.
Yeah.
You cannot trust an alley cat. But these mice, they are like us, yes?
They're not like us. Ain't nobody ever made no musical about us like they did about them damn cats. I think we're good. with these guys.
Yeah.
I don't know. My opinion and all, but it seems our diversity is the best thing. We all got different accents. We're from the same place. It doesn't make any sense. Maybe we should welcome us into this crew that we got going on here.
Yes,
well, I was just kind of doing mine for affect. I didn't really,
I mean,
All right, great. That was some amazing improv. I did cut it off a little short. I checked the levels on our laugh reactor, and we are almost critical. So I don't want to cause any sort of explosions that level the town. So now it's time to crank back the scary levels a little bit. So I'd like to bring on our next spooky scientist, Carly. Take it away.
Hi everybody. I thought I'd talk about something a little spooky historically. I have a little more facts in my discussion than Eileen did.
Ooh.
That was all true.
So you say. Let's share. Let's learn about the Donner Party. So, everybody, the basic overview is simple. The Donner Party, sometimes called the Donner Reed Party, was a group of American pioneers who set out for California in a wagon train. Delayed by a series of mishaps, they spent the winter of 1846 to 1847 snowbound in the Sierra Nevada mountains. Some of the immigrants resorted to cannibalism to survive, eating those who had succumbed to starvation and sickness. All right, I hope everybody's with me. Can someone say if you're with me?
We're all here with you.
Okay. All right. Okay. Generally, here's a map of the Donner Party's ordeal. They all started off in Independence and took a long trip along the wagon trail before they stopped at a fort, and then some things happened. And I'm going to go into more detail on that next. So at the beginning of the trip, in the spring of 1846, a group of over 80 American pioneers and their families headed west on the Oregon Trail to start a new life in California. Mr. Donner and Mr. Reed, pictured here, became the leaders of the line of wagons and cattle. Instead of following the Oregon Trail north, Mr. Donner convinced the party to follow the route suggested by Lansford Hastings west. Hastings Cutoff was supposed to be a shortcut. The problem with Hastings made it up and had never seen the route other than on a map. The Hastings Cutoff went through the Great Salt Lake Desert and up the Ruby Mountains before joining back onto the trail. The shortcut added an extra month onto their travel. One person died of disease, many cattle and whole wagons were lost, and Mr. Reed was banished from the party for murdering a guy over an ox. Here's examples of what the desert looked like.
Oh.
On the left, you'll see a map with green. That's the Oregon Trail going along a healthy and forested path that was already created and many people had traversed safely. And the red lines are where they went through the desert, and that weird little hook down on the bottom left is when they got stuck in the canyons at the bottom of the mountains and they had to go vertically up a mountain. So the time delay through the desert meant that the Donner Party was trapped at the edge of the frozen Truckee Lake during a large early snowfall. Thirsty, weary, starving, and cold, they were stuck. They set up camp in 3 broken-down one-room cabins. One by one, they had to kill their already thinned cattle to eat throughout the coming winter, but it still wasn't enough. A small group, calling themselves Forlorn Hope, left the camp to climb over the mountain to get help. Some went mad, some froze, one died by a mouse, and some eventually wound back up at camp. The remaining members of Forlorn Hope ate those that died in order to survive. Here are depictions of what it looked like. I'm sure you can notice the desperation and sheer dejection on the faces of those people pictured above. Meanwhile, back at camp, the pioneers either froze to death or were dying of starvation. Some more people took to cannibalism rather than eat the glue stew they made from horse bones and leather. Even the children had to eat what they could. This guy made a snowman with people parts. That's literally the man that we know ate many of the people.
Huh.
Yeah. His eyes are haunted. Now, an epilogue. The banished Mr. Reed from earlier managed to get to California all by himself. He convinced the local militia to go out and find the missing Donner Party in January. The rescue team led by Mr. Reed found the survivors suffering from frostbite, hypothermia, and extreme starvation. 3 rescue missions later, almost everyone they found alive was brought to recuperate in California. Of the 80-plus members who started the journey, only 48 people survived the Donner Party. They renamed the lake Donner Lake. The end.
Wow, great. Thank you so much for that great look through history.
Yeah.
What could you say, let's say we're planning on taking some road trips in the near future. Well, the distant future, because let's be honest, we won't be anytime soon.
Mhm.
What could we do to avoid making the same mistakes that the Donners did?
Well, right off the bat, I would definitely say don't take shortcuts.
Okay.
Follow the existing roads. That's a pretty good standard. That seems to be where a lot of things started to go bad for them.
Now, I noticed you said, so of the 80 people that left on the Donner Party, only 48 survived.
Yes.
I'm thinking most of my experiments don't have a 50% success rate, and that's more than that. And they got a lake named after them. So, that to me, that seems kind of like they came out ahead.
Yeah, numbers wise, it seems to be pretty good. However, you have to keep in mind that almost everyone that survived was either a woman or a child. Only 2 families ended up intact from the beginning of the journey to the end of the journey.
Okay.
Also important to note, it did seem to go well for the people that did survive.
Oh, they didn't get a house by Donner Lake?
No, I don't think any of them returned to that location afterwards. I think
so. I guess
think they probably had some bad memories.
Yeah, I suppose that is where they ate their family members.
Yes.
Survive starvation and frostbite. Yes. I guess I'd like to ask one more question. What do you think they tasted like?
There were reports from the journals of the people that rescued a lot of the people, and they said that it just smelled like cooked food, like burning meat, like yummy cooked meat.
Wow, I've done a lot of experiments to figure out what people are made out of, and I guess we're made out of food. Thank you so much. I can really close an entire chapter of my lab notebooks. I think we got to figure it out.
Yeah, I'm happy to have helped.
Thank you so much. Well, I'm once again too terrified to ever want to close my eyes. So I'm going to bring back my lab assistants and see if we can get us to laugh.
Oh, and then I said to Dave, Dave, take a left. And he said, no, we go right here. And I was like, okay, dude, whatever. And, the rest, as they say, is history, man. So hot.
Yeah. Yeah, man. George, man, you've told that story like 6 times now, man.
Well, when you live through a little piece of history, you gotta kind of chat it up a little bit. I mean, nobody's gonna believe this really happened. You know how it is. It was like when we were hacking up Bob, and we were all looking at each other, and the snow was like 3 feet. Do you remember that feeling? Come on.
Yeah, I do. I try to take a shortcut to not remember it all the time. That's my goal when it comes to that ordeal.
Hey, I just wanted to bring you guys your beers. So
Thanks. Appreciate
Thanks.
it. Yeah.
Hey, you want to hang out for a story? I got a quick story I can tell you.
Nope.
You don't want to hear the story. You don't. Yeah. We gotta stop telling that story out loud, man. Like we had to murder somebody because we took a shortcut in the wrong direction.
Oh, they were dying anyway. It wasn't that big a thing. Come on.
Sorry, I forgot your nuts. I'm sorry.
We didn't murder a single person. I swear to God.
I'm just the waitress.
He's lying. He's lying. He's lying. It's okay. We had to. Everybody understands that we had to.
We murdered 12 people, but no, it was more than 12. I don't know. There was only 48 of us left.
I stopped counting legs in the middle. So
I'm Officer Smith. I think one of you left their wallet in the parking lot. I'm just gonna, yeah.
Oh yeah, thanks. Yeah, I was wondering about that. That's great. Thank you.
See, now the police know who you are, and you just confess to murdering people. Yes, we had to. We were not going to make it, but there's the sky's blue. We could talk about the sky being blue today.
Let me tell you something. That's good. There are horrible, horrible things that people do in the world that, for the most part, people are okay with. And this just happens to be one of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We just came out on the winning end.
Yeah. There's a lot of hate going on in the world, and I understand. Things are rough for some people, but I don't think murder is one of these things that everybody will be like, yeah, you know what, you did what you had to. Sit here and have your beer. I don't know, man. I don't think that's gonna be accepted anytime soon.
I'm sorry to keep interrupting. Somebody lost their child, a little girl, Alice.
Really?
Yeah. Have you guys seen a little girl walking around?
Oh.
Can you give us a minute? Can you just give us 2 minutes? 2 minutes.
Okay.
Just a couple minutes.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, baby.
Did you kill somebody
God,
again? Did you kill somebody again? I've been telling you about this, man. I told you about it.
Did you see how long it took her to bring those nuts to us? I was starving.
I know.
Starving.
Where's she at? Where'd you put her? Are you gonna eat her later? All right.
This week on the Real Housewives of the Oregon Trail.
Dear Diary, I think I smell some glue stew.
You know
My
what,
husband,
Lulabelle? I really hate that you read your diary out loud as you write it.
Yeah, it's really annoying.
We all can smell the glue soup, okay? We
We're all
don't care
eating
that we have to eat it.
Dear Diary, there's some real bitches on the wagon train.
Oh my God, Lulabelle.
You.
Stop calling us all bitches just because you're the only one whose husband hasn't been eaten, okay?
And the reason why we haven't ate your husband is because he has no meat to his body.
Yeah, he's gross.
Ew.
Disgusting.
Hey, my husband is a hunk of a man, and you just want him, don't you?
Mm.
No,
I would eat Earl again before I ate your husband.
Yeah.
And Earl
Dear
was,
Diary, I think that I'm going to, I don't know.
Give me that. Give me your diary.
Take your
Give it.
fucking diary away.
I'm putting it in the fire.
My God.
No, that's a record of our journey from beginning to end, and people are going to want to know, okay?
Seriously.
Girls, let's just real quick sidebar. Do you think we should eat her next? Because I just can't take it no more.
Yeah, obviously, we should eat her, but we have to wait for her to die naturally.
I can hear you.
I
can
really
hear
don't want to
everything you're
wait.
It's kind of slippery over there. Maybe she could fall.
Listen, Lulabelle, you know what? Lulabelle, girls, I think maybe we should form like an alliance.
Okay, what you
Okay,
thinking?
Well, there's like those 3 Graves bitches over there. Okay, and I've been watching them watching us.
What?
Yes, and I don't like the look in their fucking.
Oh my God, I see it.
There's fucking Melissa.
Oh.
See, fucking Melissa, she's just like waiting. So I think we need to form an alliance and we just need to kill those other bitches, okay?
Okay.
Okay, great. You agreed to that really easily.
I mean, they also have everything on their wagon and 1 ox. So if we get that, we might not have to eat anyone else.
Do you want to end up like Mr. Reed? Kicked out, killing people over an ox?
I'd rather end up alive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I mean, like, how long is this even gonna be? My skin's getting really dry.
I know. I have a yeast infection that could open its own bakery. Okay. It's
Oh
disgusting.
man. Oh, Susie Q, that's just terrible.
I'm sorry, but like we're sharing, so I felt like I needed to share that. I'm sorry if that was TMI.
Well,
No, it wasn't. I mean,
we are, like you said, we're going through this together and stuff. So I guess now is as good a time as any, since both of our husbands are gone. We can't really do anything about it. But I did sleep with your husband twice. Sorry.
Oh
I wish
man,
I still had my diary.
oh man, the shade. The
Shush
shade.
with your diary. Good grief.
That would have been a good entry.
You know what? You know what, Sarah? That's fine. That's fine. Bygones be bygones, right?
Mm-hmm. I completely agree. I left something in my tent. I'm just gonna go get that.
Okay, go and get that. Why don't you?
What are
Okay,
you gonna do about it?
we're gonna
Susie?
kill that bitch, right? She's
Oh.
fucking dead, right?
She burned my diary.
Okay.
All right.
So I propose a super secret alliance with just the three of us, okay? And we're gonna kill her, and then we're gonna kill those other bitches over there, okay?
I mean, why don't we just do it now? Oh shit, she's back.
I'm back. I'm sorry. I ran off in the middle of the share circle. I needed to get another fur. I was getting chilly.
Oh, you have all those furs.
Oh my god, could you bring us one? Could we use a fur?
Yeah, you could you share a fucking fur? We're fucking freezing to death.
I mean, I guess I could, but you'd probably get stuff on it.
Scene. I'm just saying, man, you got like what, a 48 pack of toilet paper rolls, and you won't share any.
You always got to be prepared, man. And no, I'm not going to share any. I take a lot of poops, dude. What do you want me to say?
I want to say, like, I take poops too, and I'm down to like my last roll and a half. I'm not asking you for a whole box of them, just like a roll or two.
One condition.
All right.
You gotta. If I'm gonna sacrifice my perfect toilet paper to you to rub on your butt, I mean, you gotta name something after me. Something that's yours. You gotta name it after me. That's what I require. It's my
okay, fine. Well, you know what? I mean, we never used that third bedroom. It'll be the Corey Memorial, but that makes it sound like you're dying. It'll be the Corey bedroom.
It's my bedroom already. What are you talking about? I want a shrine. I want to be able to look at people in the history books and go, you know what? He gave up his perfect toilet paper for Brandon's butt.
I can only name the shit in the apartment,
therefore, we must honor his sacrifice that he was willing to go through.
All right, the Corey sink. All right, there's only so much shit in here.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Just a sink. I wash my face in it every day. You're trying to wash your butt. Come on, man. There's a little bit of give and take here. A shrine to me.
Listen, man, I'm trying to keep my butt clean, and we live together. You should be on my side for this, man.
Yeah, man, but all right, man. I'll give you one. Here's one. There you go.
Hey guys, I'm sorry. I just wanted to bring you your drinks.
Oh, thanks.
Thanks, man. Thank you very much.
Interrupting. Cool toilet paper.
I know. I got to bring it everywhere I go.
People think it's weird, man. You could have just left it in the apartment. I'm not gonna steal it. I'm here with you.
I don't know, man. I don't know if you're gonna steal it or not because you consistently keep asking me to have a roll of toilet paper. So I feel like you're up to something.
Yeah. I mean,
are you not up to something? I mean, what else have you been doing? What else have you been doing? Have you been going in my room? Is that why my knickknacks are moved around? Have you been looking at those?
Yes, I've been looking at your knickknacks. That's completely unrelated to the toilet paper thing, but like all those Funko Pop things, I think they're still cool. I was looking at the barcodes because I wanted to buy some, so I didn't put them back in the same spot, but I looked at the box, I took a picture of the barcode. Are you happy now?
Yeah, I am. I'm happy. I'm happy that you finally are willing to admit something other than just wanting my toilet paper.
I want your toilet paper, and I want the cool room decor you have.
What can I say? I'm pretty happening dude. Look at all this toilet paper. I mean, I also got, I also carry around wet naps a lot. You never know when you're going to need all of it.
Right.
Oh, hey.
I write your
Thank you.
chips.
Oh, thanks.
Hey,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm the host here at the bar, and
Yeah.
you run out of toilet paper, and I see you've got like a giant pile right there. Can you spare
I need you.
roll?
I'm gonna need you to like name the restaurant after me or something before I give these stuff. I mean, something. I mean, this is a sacrifice for your butt. Is it for your butt? Whose butt is it for? I need to know.
What do you think they're gonna rename Applebee's?
Just the host.
We're down to 46 rolls now. 46 because of you.
Was it?
Wow,
Thanks.
46. You had a big
46.
weekend. You were at 48.
I know. I gave you one. I've given her one, and I still have nothing named after me.
See.
I've been commissioned to do a series of oil paintings about the Oregon Trail.
Oh my God, congratulations.
Yes, I was wondering, I'm thinking of concentrating on this segment of the journey.
Oh, but why though?
Exploring the darker side of the human experience.
I thought you meant like Oregon Trail the game.
It is for children.
I just like, that's so gruesome. Like I think I couldn't like fully discern what I was seeing, but it looked like, innards and like maybe like a head and like muscle tearing apart.
Cut to a scene in the Oregon Trail game. Well, I'm here to trade you my ox for a wheel.
That sounds about right, because I surely do need another ox, and I don't need this wheel.
Oh man, this is a great trade. Thank you kindly. So now that you don't got this wheel though, how are you going to get to the rest of the trail?
I had an extra wheel.
Wow.
I'll tell you what you are, Mary Lou, is you're fucked right now because you just made a very difficult trade and it's left you kind of lacking.
Ooh, wow, you ain't getting nowhere. Well, it was nice knowing you.
But are you just rolling away like that?
I select section B for my game.
So, I think you can see where we're going with it.
I think art is like subjective. It's not necessarily for me, right? Like this isn't art that's direct, like for me. I'm not the target audience, but I think
For
for
school
sure,
children, yes.
for sure, there's people out there that will love it. And I just think this is. Are you sure that this is like the next step in your like artistic career though? Because like normally you paint really, you painted like still life and sunsets and things like that. This just seems like a huge leap.
It is, but it's really for educational purposes. I feel like people should know about what those people went through. Okay.
Cut back to the game.
Oh.
Well, I told her that she was going to be fucked, and now I got to eat her because I ran out of food. So I'm going to go with A.
Thank you. Wow, that was amazing. Our comedy levels are right at the exact point they should be. Those the scary levels, we are officially at #2spoopy, which is perfect for this part of the season. So I want to thank our great lab assistants. They will be paid once again in extra credit, and I will leave one pizza in the faculty lounge that's not enough to feed all of them. So that will be their payment. I would like to thank both of our scientists for scaring us and enlightening us with all of that knowledge. And would like to thank the hatchet and kitchen knife that I'm going to sleep with on my bedside later tonight for making me feel safe after this entire show has left me realizing that life is a precious gift and could be robbed of us at any time. So thank you all for coming to see the show, and stay spooky, guys.
With science.
Come on now, guys.
Thanks, y'all. That was amazing. Dr. Spooky, sorry. Pretty much
Are we still
covered
on
it all.
YouTube?
Yeah, we
Okay.
are still on YouTube.
Wait, I have one last slide to show people.
Oh, heck yeah.
You want to
Show
see it?
No,
Okay,
sure.
I realized that I had missed my last slide, but
I'm so excited. Gift us.
I
Gift
know.
us.
It's like a bonus scene at the end of Avengers.
Oh man, this is the end credits.
Yeah.
This is the
Okay,
end credits.
Here we go. Loading.
I am.
Oh shit, Lyme disease.
Yeah.
It's that too?
Guys,
Oh no.
what a year, man.
Hey, 2020 sucks.
That's it, I'm done. I'm
I
gone.
want you to know that everything in my presentation was absolutely true.
I'm
Really glad you shared that last bit with us, Eileen.
God, we're gonna
deeply
die.
horrified.
Definitely not sleeping
Check for
tonight.
ticks, everyone.
I'm gonna go light some candles for some albatross now.
Inside, wear your mask.
Thank you to Pop-Up Improv and Late Night Scaries for hosting this. I don't even know what to call this experience. It was informative and traumatizing and also funny, kind of like 2020. So have a good night.